Today we have one goal and one goal only, and that goal is to get our 07 Hawkeye STI Limited number 9 out of 800 completely finished up. Here's how it currently sits. The car is 95% done as far as the snow camo vinyl wrap goes. What we have left is the front bumper and the rear bumper, and that is it. Rear bumper is a straight pain in the butt. Let's take a look at her. If you can't tell by all the flaking paint on the ground, this thing is just peeling non-stop. We need to get this sanded all the way down. So what I did is rip it into Harbor Freight this morning, picked up 10 180 grit discs. I do agree that it is very, very aggressive. I'm gonna hit it with 180, get all that flaking paint knocked off, and then go over it with 400 grit just to get it smooth, so underneath the vinyl wrap you do not see the sand scratches. One of these days I'll bleed the clutch on this clunker so we can actually drive it, because as of right now you have to put it in gear and then start it so it can move, because the clutch don't work at all. This 180 should just rip all of this flaking right off. Now I am running an interface pad because this is such an aggressive grit. I don't want to lose all of the sharpness on the body lines. So this interface pad is gonna work around, like kind of help conform to the body line so we do not lose all of those lines. A couple hours later, the bumper is fully sanded down, finished off with 400 grit, nice and smooth, and we are ready to start vinyl wrapping. So we need to do some inlays on this bumper, mainly, I guess really the only, I might do it up there as well, but we need to do an inlay on this license plate section here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do from this line down to here, up here, bam, that's all gonna be one piece. And then I'm gonna lay another sheet in here. That's gonna be another piece. So let's get her wiped down with some IPA. And I'm gonna be doing this in black. I think black's gonna look nice. Kind of tie in with our black roof that we did. So we need a piece that's about, say 4 inches wide by 24 plus 10, 34, about 44 inches long. I'm gonna make this a little bit easier on myself. I'm not a very well seasoned vinyl wrapper, so I'm gonna do this section in 3 pieces. I'm just gonna freehand it. This is where you could use knifeless tape as well, but it's not like I'm worried about the paint underneath this wrap anyway. Let's be honest. Now this is a place where I would like to use knifeless tape, just so we can get this bottom line looking right. Kind of has a curvature to it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do a straight shot. I don't like how it's curved. We got ghosts in here, boys. A couple nice little cuts, and this inlay is done. This thing is gonna be a whole lot easier to get wrapped while it's actually on the car. Just so you can get all of the stretch that you need. Yeah, we got about 400 extra feet.
That's it, because I'm gonna heat the whole thing up.
Okay. Yeah, it's never fun doing a bumper by yourself.
No, not even. No one can really do bumpers easy by themselves. They actually make a tool that is carbon fiber that's meant to pull bumpers with one person.
Huh. Do you guys have one?
Yeah, and I've never used it. All right, well, super hard. Okay. Let's up a little bit. Throw a little bit movement on here. Give her a good strong pull. Okay. Since that stretch is applied, once you heat it, that stretch will glass it all out and it'll just feed in.
All right, so we got the rear bumper done. This thing turned out literally perfect. You cannot tell that underneath the wrap it's completely destroyed. So that looks good. And now we're gonna hit the front. What's the plan?
We're gonna do some inlays in here. And then I think
So that's easy.
that won't be.
Ooh, good thing I checked. I thought they came way far out. All right, good to know.
Very
Should we
good
mark
to know.
it just in case?
That might not hurt.
We gotta go past that line, or that dot.
Let me do a test piece. I'm gonna see how hard this would be to get in, because if you do a test piece, we could do an inlay here, all the way up to here, and then try in one piece get it into there.
Okay.
But I just wanna see how the print material is gonna lay in here, and then.
Curious how it's gonna stick on bare plastic. Perfect.
I think we should be able to do that. And I think that would look a lot better too. Wouldn't be a bad idea to do an inlay in here first.
Okay, we can do that.
I'm gonna take pictures. So then we have a gaugement to see, like, when we make our cuts, we'll know what we're working with underneath the vinyl.
Maybe we could trim off the 40 extra
Yeah.
feet real quick.
Here you go. Yeah, same thing, we'll just tack it up here. It'll be our hinge point.
Alrighty.
Grab our heat gun.
Same old thing.
Same thing.
Hopefully we don't rip the bumper off the car. Oh, it's clipped on, isn't it?
Yeah, you put 2 clips up. Okay, we're gonna have to get a really hard stretch around that. I'll show you how much stretch I put on it.
What's that?
I'll show you how hard I pull on it. And you're gonna be like, oh,
Was it not pulling hard enough?
no. All right. Okay, now tack to here. And back up because we've got some heat.
Good there?
Nice.
That makes sense. Should we redo that side?
Here we go. So from here, we'll lift this back, and literally, like, this is all wrapped under there. So once we lift here, you can do the same on that side. Just basically just feed it into that, like it's a mouth.
My friends, the front bumper is all finished up. This thing turned out really nice. There's levels to wrapping. I'm just gonna say that. I know how to wrap, but I ain't that good. Let's do a quick assembly on the front with the grill, with the headlights, all that good stuff. I went on, I think I found this grill on eBay. It's been a while since I ordered it. Pretty sure she's carbon fibery, which hopefully looks good. Well, it will look good if it is carbon fibery and it fits good. Oh yeah. That is gonna look super nice. I have another carbon grill that was on this car when I got it. Front of it was cracked. Okay, centerpiece is in. Fits pretty good. Tiny gap on the sides, but overall that's pretty good. Looks like their holes are a little bit off on the side pieces. I would rather have extra holes in the bumper versus extra holes in the grill, because the ones in the bumper are hidden. So let's pop in some holes. Well, as you can see, most certainly not the best fitting grill in the world. Definitely not the worst. Grill is on. I really like how that grill looks. You know, I was planning on getting all the mechanical stuff done today, but here in a second I'll take you guys outside and show you that the mailman ain't delivering today. Spokane finally got its winter. Instead of doing red badges on the grill and whatnot, I decided to go with black. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go on the driver's side somewhere. Does it look right? Honestly, I don't really like it. I'm gonna leave it badgeless up on the front side of this thing. I might do one on the trunk, but on the front, just completely badgeless is gonna be the move. Definitely a fair amount of snow today. Okay, let's get our front end complete. Pop this guy back off, get some headlights installed, maybe a front lip. These headlights have a few too many broken tabs for my liking, so I found a new set, like a new style that I've never seen anyone run before. But then again, I've kind of been out of the CB game for a minute. I'm sure a lot of people run them, so I bought those. Those will be in soon. For now, I just want to see how she looks. Fully assembled. You know what I'm saying? The first look. There's two main important things that this thing needs. Different set of wheels, or at least at minimum a different color of wheel, and the tint removed and retinted. Now the rear I do think will look nice with a black badge. So I believe factory the badge sits just to the right of the keyhole, which my clip is rusted out for that thing, so I'll get a new one of those in. Only got one shot at this. That's pretty freaking straight, don't you think? Impossible to say because the trunk curves, but I'm just gonna send it. Oh yeah, that's freaking sick. The black STI badge on the trunk, I can appreciate that a lot. You know, it ain't no finished off Hawkeye front end without installing a lip. Let's do this the smart way. Let's clamp it up first so we know it's fitting properly, and then we can go through and screw it on. I would say that's fairly proper. I wonder how many minutes till we rip this front lip off, especially if we try to go drive in that snow. So unless camo just really isn't your cup of tea, which I get, it ain't some people's cup of tea. You gotta admit this thing turned out pretty freaking good. Compared to where it started, what was that, 3 days ago, to where it is now, especially knowing what is actually beneath this wrap, this thing turned out super sick. A fresh set of wheels, fresh set of tint, fresh set of caliper color, and this thing's gonna be freaking beautiful.